Two enormous guest stars for you with a return of The Voice this weekend. Jessie J, Sir Tom Jones. Good afternoon, good evening. How are you?
Hello.
Fine, thank you.
I haven't seen you since Hyde Park.
I know.
Last late summer.
Yeah.
In front of that adoring crowd.
That was amazing.
That was a great.
Yeah.
That was
a great
fun.
time. And the thing I remember the most about that is, apart from the fact that the whole thing was terrific, was that your fans, Jessie, who came in absolutely right as soon as the gates opened.
They ran to the front.
Tom, I think your fans were coming in just a little bit later.
Yeah, okay.
Your fans were right at the front, and they sat through everything. Some of the acts, they got absolutely a little bit nonplussed by what was happening, but they supported everybody.
No, they're
they
great.
Applauded everybody.
Every single festival I did, they were there at the front. I have no idea if they slept the whole summer or they just camped outside before every single festival. It was crazy.
Anyway, it's good to have you on the programme. And we should say, before we go any further, I'm sure you've wished Jessie a happy birthday.
Yes.
Yeah.
25.
25 today.
25, halfway to 50.
Yeah.
Imagine that, Tom, getting that far.
Yeah, well, what's it like being 25 anyway?
It's great.
Is it?
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Suntanned and
I can't wait.
no hair.
Hey, Tom, do you remember what you were doing at 25?
Yeah. Where was I? Wait a minute. I was in America. I was doing a tour because I had It's Not Unusual out, when I was
I heard of that.
Ooh.
24.
There's a
And
hit.
then I
So
turned
65.
65, yeah. So I was 25 in June, the 7th of 1965.
Summer baby.
Wow. So have you got Jessie a good present?
Not yet.
Just his company is enough.
Well,
How are you going to celebrate, Jessie?
I think I'm just going to have a nice little get together with my closest friends and family. Maybe have a Sprite.
Yeah.
Really go wild.
That doesn't sound like what people would imagine a big kind of rock and roll
Oh no,
party.
I'm low key. I might cook. I love cooking. I might have everyone over, watch film, play games. My friends take the mickey out of me because I like playing past the parcel and doing forfeits.
pass the parcel.
Yeah, I know. It's sad, isn't it?
I can
What is
imagine.
it?
Probably why I'm single, really.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Pass the parcel.
Yeah, but no, the forfeits are hardcore and the present's great at the end, so it's not too bad.
All right, so it's pass the parcel with a Ming vase.
With forfeits in between every layer so that everyone has to do a forfeit.
So what sort of forfeit would we be talking?
The last time we played it, one of the forfeits was stand on one leg and sing a nursery rhyme in sounding like Frank Sinatra.
Okay.
And my friends sang Hickory Dickory Dock.
Now,
Like Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
now Tom's probably done that gig, haven't
Yeah,
you?
you probably have. Tom's like, well, have you know, in 1974.
Right.
Anyway, so the Voice is back
Yes.
on our TV screens. Sorry, I was just getting distracted by the thought of Tom Jones standing on one leg singing Hickory Dickory Dock in the style of Frank Sinatra.
Should have done that as a dare.
This could be this could be an extra round in The Voice when you've chosen and selected the final winning candidate,
Yeah.
or if it's between two as a playoff, get them to stand on one
That's
leg.
the final song.
What do you think?
And sing Hickory Dickory Dock.
We can put it forward, but I don't know. Will probably would love it. Hickory Dickory 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 Hickory Dickory Dickory Dock 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 Dock. He'd make such a good song out of that.
This is sounding like a B-side, actually. isn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
This is very good. So Danny is back and Will is back. Tell us about the new series. As far as you know, anything? Rule changes, slight changes. What's happening?
Well, they've added to it. They've had two things to it that wasn't there last year, which is the one is called the Steel.
Dun dun dun. I'll be your hype woman. You keep going.
should be called the Save, because
Dun, dun, dun.
if if Jessie or whoever picks one person, out of the two in the battle,
Yeah.
then one of us.
We only get one steal each.
Yes,
So we have the
one.
opportunity to steal another person from another team if they haven't gone through. So it's quite competitive but healthy, passionate.
So is it going to be more
Competition.
competitive than last time? Because it was pretty. I mean, the chemistry that worked last time was the fact that you were all unbelievably competitive, but also clearly got on with each other and respected each other for the
Yes.
knowledge that you brought into the.
I think we know each other even better this time, so we're not embarrassed to have an opinion that doesn't agree with everyone else. I know that me and Will have definitely had our healthy debates about who we think's got a stronger voice or looks good, or what really is the voice. We're all looking for something completely different. I think this year, personally, each team represents what we're all looking for The Voice. You can really tell the difference. Like, you know, if you heard them and didn't know who they belonged to, you'd probably be able to put them in the teams.
Right.
If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So last time, it was all new for us, and it was all new
for us.
you. Will you behave differently? Will you judge differently to Tom? Will you? So in that early round, the iconic round where you're facing us and you're not looking at
the blind auditions.
Yeah, will you sort of go early on an act which you might not have done in the first time?
No, I always try to listen to as long as I can. You know, without losing that person, I press the button right at the end, because you never know what happens. Somebody could start off strong, you know, and halfway through they
Fall
could
down
crumble.
the stairs or
Something, yeah. So I always wait as long as I can.
And do you wait, or do you look at Danny and think, hey,
No.
he's going to go?
I'm very much my own kind of what I feel. I actually turned a few times just by myself, not like out of fun, but just because I was the only one that felt that I could coach the person that was singing. But I've kind of, you know, I've gone straight away because I know what I like, and if someone starts off with a crazy run or a riff, I'm there. I want to be front row screaming fan. And there have been points when I've run up and sat on the stage and people have said, I would say tic-tac instead of tactic. That's a tic-tac. But it's not. It's just that I just get excited, and any chance I have to stretch my legs, I try and take, because the chairs are rather uncomfortable.
So you actually will press the button just so that you can stretch your legs?
No. If I turn around, a lot of the time I enjoy like getting out of the chair and dancing or running
physical.
up. But if someone's crying or looks like they need some support, I can't. I'm definitely the one out of all four of us that will be the first to go up and give them a cuddle, or a tissue. Or
Tom, you said in about the last series, it's like the hardest thing that you've done, to sort of sit in judgment and tell people whether they're good or bad.
Yeah.
But you're coming back for more.
Yeah, but I think it's maybe it's a little easier now, I think, because we did last year, you know, which was brand new. Because most of my career, I've been doing things for myself, you know, being concerned about what am I doing, what's going to happen next, what am I going to do, like that. But then with The Voice, it's not about you. The only thing is you try to give advice to the people that you coach, and you know that's about it. But you're not thinking of yourself. You know, what am I doing next, or like that. You're thinking of other people, and it's new. And I've never been in that position before where you keep somebody and you send somebody home. I mean, I remember what that felt like years ago, and it's a hard thing to do, I think.
You get emotionally attached.
Yeah,
I think people really underestimate how much time we spend with our artists, even off camera, that we really get to know them as people and their stories and what they've been through and what it means to them. And you obviously you understand the format of the show, and that everybody that enters knows that there's one winner. You can't take everyone through, but you do get emotionally attached to people and how they feel.
And some of the people get very emotional, don't they? The singers.
And it's a very odd situation to be in, especially for me at 25, 24 at the time, to say I'm not going to be taking you through, and they're double my age. It's very awkward, but you have to just, you have to kind of trust yourself. That I know we all know that what we're talking about, and we've all been it and been there and done it and still doing it. That's the beauty of it, is that we are actually being able to give them advice on tours because we're all doing them.
Yeah.
We'll talk more with Jessie J and Tom Jones in just a moment. Jessie, do you want to choose a Tom? I'll come to Tom to choose a Jessie song later, but do you want to choose a Tom song?
Well, as this was the song that he was on tour promoting when he was 25, it has to be It's Not Unusual.
And requested by Jessie J, Tom Jones, one of your most substantial songs. You can never not play that.
Well, it still sounds good, I must admit.
Yes.
It still jumps, which is important. I think that if you can look back and you can listen to what you've done and think, well, yes, that was a good record. Yeah. It was a strong record.
Stand the test of time.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
exactly. It doesn't sound like, I wish I hadn't done that, like that.
Like that Money song.
Well, that Money...
We've just been discussing which of Jessie's songs Sir Tom is going to choose. What did you say, Tom?
Yeah, I said, what's that Money song that you did?
What is that?
That Money song is something about money. It's not about the money.
No, it's not about the money.
Price tag.
That one.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
That's all
I just couldn't think
You
of
have
the
to
title.
feature on it now one day.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey,
oh,
that-
he said okay. You've got it recorded.
That would be a good reworking. So The Voice is back this weekend. Leanne Mitchell won last time, as coached by your good self.
Yes.
Tom, what's she been doing? What is your commitment there? What's happened to Leanne Mitchell? Because there'll be a number of people, because of the track record of some other shows, they might think, okay, well, they won and then nothing happened.
Well,
so people are just interested to know what happened.
Yeah, well, as we've said, Jessie and myself, when we talk about it and try to explain to them, you're not winning a hit record.
No.
You're winning a recording contract.
The opportunity to discover yourself.
Exactly. So you don't know. Sometimes it's still a hit or miss situation. It's always like that, and I've never known it any other way.
Yeah.
You don't know what's going to be a hit. You don't know. You just do the best you can. And believe in the songs that you do. So, but there's no guarantee.
No, I mean, I think also as well, I think people forget that, like, there are other shows, not to name shows, that have been running for nearly 10 years. And then not every year does a number one or the winner actually have more success than people that come up second or third or fourth.
Which show could you be thinking
Possibly thinking of? Okay, so if Tom Jones was on that show, they'd introduce him like this. Tom Jones!
Oh, I know.
Give it away?
Yeah. Opportunity knocks.
See, I
that
said
wasn't very
opportunity
good, was
knocks
it? That wasn't
yesterday,
very-
and you didn't know what I was talking
Jessie
about.
No, that'd be very good.
I mentioned opportunity knocks, and Jessie said,
I know, I
yeah.
laughed, and then went, I don't know what that is.
It was X Factor, but with Huey Green, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's pretty much what it was. So this is going to take out a substantial amount of your time, Jessie, because you have a big tour coming up at the end of the year. You got an arena tour, and you have some new songs ready to go.
Yes.
But this voice will take out a long time from your schedule.
Yeah, I mean, I've always said that it's a kind of it's always a blessing to. I know that there was confusion when the second series was being talked about and whether I was going to do it or not, and I never denied the fact, because when my book was published, it actually said in the book I wasn't doing it, because at that time when my book was published, I couldn't do it because my schedule just couldn't permit the time. I had an album to finish, a tour to organise, festivals, shows that I'd been already booked for, The Voice, and my management were like, well, we think you've made yourself too busy. So I had to kind of really prioritise, what I felt needed to be straight away and what shouldn't be rushed. I didn't want to rush the album, and being able to do The Voice, the second series, enabled me to not rush the album and to also not have someone else sit in my seat, because it would have upset me.
Yeah, me too.
So
I wouldn't have been there if you hadn't been there.
Oh.
Is that right, Tom? Is it?
Yeah, well, we did the Diamond Jubilee
Yes.
together. We were there at the same time anyway. And Jessie said, are you going to do the next one? I said, if you do it, I'll do it. She said, well, if you do it, I'll do it. So I think that's how
Honestly, I've friend for life. He's amazing. Like, honestly, I never know how to explain how proud I am to, like, be sitting next to someone that is such an ambassador for, like, the way British music has evolved, and the fact that you still do it as well as you were doing it 50 years ago, and the stories you tell and the people you've met and worked with, it's just like,
well, it's great working with
unreal.
you.
Thanks.
No, really, because you were a very, very talented person and a very nice person.
Thanks.
And it's great. No, I really.
I feel like a gooseberry here. I feel
No,
like
really,
I actually should leave.
No,
I mean
it's
it.
just
No,
honestly,
she's
it's been
great.
so nice. Trust me, I've done stuff, I've done TV shows, and you do the one-off things here and there, and not everyone's nice. And I've always been honest about people that I let into my life, and Tom and I've gone out for dinner and hung out apart from the show, and it's nice to be able to sit next to someone that you class as a friend as well as a work colleague.
Well, for me, it's nice to know that you are such a nice person. You know what I mean? Being so young and being, right there, right now.
And is she nicer than Danny and Will, would you say?
Yes. No, I'm joking.
In a different way.
In an entirely different way.
Yeah.
But also
I'm the girl, aren't I? I'm the one that makes sure everyone's got a drink.
But also Tom,
do.
the last album that you had out, you came in on the show and talked about it. That was a fantastic record. So you still got new ideas about. You're not just on like greatest hits tours. There's new stuff happening for you.
Right, exactly. And I want to try and keep doing that as long as I can, because just to repeat yourself all the time, I think I wouldn't get off on that. It's fine to be. it's fine that, to have had some really strong records and to sing them. People expect it, and so they should. Not to say like, oh, I'm not going to do that anymore and do something else completely different. I don't think you can do that completely.
No.
But you should be trying things and doing things that maybe you haven't done before or didn't get a chance to do before. Because when you're making hit records, when you're making pop records, sometimes you don't get a chance to do things that you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And so now, thank God, at my time now in this show business, is that I can, and thank God I'm still singing strong. And my desire is still there, and that's what I feel, and I want to keep doing it. I never want it to stop. It's a thing that I love more than anything else.
Yeah.
We will look forward to the return of The Voice, starring Sir Tom and Jessie and Danny and Will, who are not quite as nice as these guys here. It's official. Okay, so now...
Well, they didn't get invited, so obviously we are nice.
So here's the bit, Tom. You have to choose a song by Jessie J.
The Money Man.
The money.
The money. Whatever it
Price
is.
tag.
Tom and Jessie, thanks very much.
Thank you.